Well, hello and welcome back to another Foolcraft episode on the Peercraft server with your good friend Rad. It is episode 4 and I've got a few more bits and bobs that I've been doing while you've been away, and I'm going to run through those with you this episode. I think I'm going to get into a bit more of the Britannia side of things and sort of walk you through what I've been doing in my base. Obviously you know that my goal of that is to get some armour, so we'll see if we can craft up some bits with that. And yeah, I've got a couple of other things to share with you as well. You may see the sign just behind me there that says Rad's Bit. Now I will explain right now what this is and where I am. You can see I'm in a lovely crag biome, but I am at spawn. And look at this place. Isn't it crazy? Look at the buildings popping up everywhere. There's Tenor up there doing his house or shop. So as a community, we've always said that we would love to do something together. And spawn is obviously the most logical place. And we are going to put some community builds here and have some shops, simple shops here as well. And it started off last night, and look how much we've got done already. There's some crazy stuff going on. So I've decided to claim this spot here, and these are going to be the paths that lead around various areas. And I think we're going to have the rope bridges, and I'll show you what one of the Peercraft members, Vernon, his template for the bridges as well. But I'm going to be right beside Freak Sound. Hopefully I'm not going to encroach too much. I'm a reasonable distance away. Not quite sure. He's doing a bit of chiseling bits. Look, chiseling bits in action. Shall we stare? Put him off his stride. Nothing in that one at the moment, but there's a lot of decocraft. This is a central sort of meeting place down here. I think we're going to have like a grand hall meeting place. I'm thinking, could we have a grand feasting table in the middle of here? And then over here is something that Tenor and I put together, a nice little tunnel. But look at Vernon's Chisel and Bits bridge. Isn't this crazy? It looks mad. So this one's going straight. I think it's just as an example, but hopefully it is in sort of block sections, so hopefully you can drop it down each sort of segment so you can have it in a dip as well. It looks like it's under strain. That's going to be quite cool. I need to show you this house, one second. But look at this build. I don't know whose this is, but there's lots of decocraft everywhere. There's Tenor. And a trophy zombie. Where's Tenor going? Oh! Oh! Getting in his way. But we got a piano and a harp down here so we can have a little dance. He's looking to sleep. Let me sleep. I might get stuck here. Oh! Somebody beat me to it. And we've got a sort of kitchen area as well with some dead animals hanging from from a rack. Lovely. I've not seen that in decocraft. Yeah, it's looking cool. So I need to come up with a design for using this template for my plot over there and figure out what I could sell that people want. Okay. Over to my... What is that? The skelly. Over to my base. So here we are back at the base, and as you can see I have a little Britannia setup going on here, and it's just tidied it up out the way. It's kind of crammed in front of the house there. As you saw in the last episode how I got the pure daisy, and of course if you need living rock or living wood, then you just place that around there. So I thought I'd surround it in some nice wall, just that, you know, it highlights that this is something special, that you don't want to come along and just, oh, I'll just take this flower because it's white and I need it for something. So hopefully everyone realised that it's being used. The pool, not the pool, the apothecary, is that how you say it? Apothecary is moved over here as well. I now have a mana pool going. I can't remember if I had that, if I did have that in the last episode. I think I maybe crafted one, but I had no mana in it. But I now have mana because I have a mana spreader. Now, in order to make one of those, let's just go to Britannia, there we go. So yeah, you saw how I did this the last time. I got some white petals or any color petal from a mystical flower, and that gives you one of those. And then once you've got yourself some of the living rock, you can craft yourself the mana pool. But then you'll also need a mana spreader to pass the mana into the pool, and you're pass it. So you need another petal, bit of gold, and living wood, which you can obviously put around the pure daisy, and that gives you the living wood. So that gives you one of those babies. So that's what you can see here, and then behind it is an endo flame. Now, in order to make an endo flame, you need to get some more petals. So a couple of brown ones, a light grey one, and a red one. So you need to go out looking for those flowers, craft the petals out of them, put them into the altar. I'm going to call it an altar because I can't pronounce that word. And then you chuck in some seeds, and bosh, it gives you one of these babies. Now, an endo flame, it eats solid fuel. So I think you can chuck wood down there as well. Anything that burns as a solid fuel, I believe it eats that. So I'm chucking coal at it, and it should eat that up. And because this is within, I think it's 6 blocks, maybe, a radius of the mana spreader, the spreader automatically picks that up. And at the moment it's pointing towards this altar over here, but you can position this how you want it to go. Oh, there you go. No, it's doing that because I'm holding the wand. But you will see some green spurting from it now and again, and that's it's passing the mana to it. So yeah, as you can see, it's pointing towards the runic altar at the moment. But if you want to change its position, shift, click on the spreader, then click on where you want it to point. There you go. So that's it actually passing, that's eating the coal, which is going towards the spreader, and it's passing the mana into the pool. And you can see I've got some in there. It probably wasn't transmitting any to that because it didn't need it for the process, and I'll explain what's going on with this in a second. But the thing about the pool is, once you've got this set up and you've got a little drop of mana in there, you can get your, I don't think I have any, but your black lotus that you get from the loot bags, and there's a blacker lotus, which is the one that glimmers slightly, and you throw those in here as well, and that will fill this up really quickly. So that works well. So the things that you can do in the mana pool, and the reason that I had that created was to create the mana steel ingots. And if you get a couple of bits of normal iron, let's grab some of this as well and chuck that in here, you'll see, look, the diagram, it says iron, yep, tick, we've got enough mana, we're going to chuck you back mana steel ingots, and you can quite quickly just craft them into armour, and it's pretty good armour in itself. But that is part of what I need for the Terra Steel armour that I'm going to create. Also, what you will need for a lot of these things is the powder as well, and if you just chuck in gunpowder or redstone, anything like that, into the mana pool, and you'll get mana powder back. Now the mana powder and some of the actual mana steel ingots are used in creating these runes. Now let me just show you what they are. If we go back to this and we go Terra Steel, so here's the armour. If I wanted to make the chest plate, I'd need Terra Steel ingots, which I can get from my cow, the chest plate, and one of these, a Rune of Summer. Now in order to create that, you need a Rune of Earth, a Rune of Air, a couple of bits of sand, a slime ball and a melon on the altar. So in order to get some of these, you need your powder, your steel ingot, chiseled stone, block of coal and a mushroom. So I've done 2 of those already. And then what we have, and I've also, I think I've done 2 of them as well, yes. What I moved on to was the actual helmet. The helmet is a Rune of Spring, and that is a water and fire rune as well. So the water one is what I've currently got on here. So you basically just gather the individual pieces, walk up, right click on it as long as it has some mana going towards it, and you'll notice all this flashing up here. So you'll see that there's a little tick with the arrow to the right of the items, and that says yes, it can do it. And then you've got your rune that it's going to create, and that gradually fills up with green, so you can see how long it's going to take. But right at the end of the process it says plus a living rock block and a click of your wand. So have I got... no, I don't. Let's go and get a piece of living rock, and we then right click on there, so that's floating in the middle now, and then you do with your wand, and your wand itself, you can look this up, but it's here, any of those. So you just need 3 of the mystical flower petals and a bit of the living wood, and you make yourself one of these Wand of the Forest. Very magical. So then you just click, bosh. So I've got 2 of those now. So I want to also do I need something else. Where was it? So if we go back to the helmet, which is this one. So I've got 2 of those. I've done that. I now need the fire one. So I need, again, powder, ingot, a nether brick, gunpowder, and nether wart. And I've got that here. So let's just chuck those on. So you right click, and then it starts to float around. Put them all down, and there you go. You can hear it doing its sort of lightning. Now I need to reposition this like so, and that's now hopefully going to feed that. You can give it a bit of time, and then you'll see that it actually feeds it. And then we'll get those fire ones. Do you need any more coal? Oops. Let's chuck another couple of bits of coal down, and that should then hopefully get that going. But let's just craft up. Can we craft the chest plate? Oh no, I need to put them together, and some melon. Slime I've got. Melons I planted down here, but I've not really been on since I planted them. So, oh yeah, I've got one. Oh yeah, oh, I've got more than one. That's that. Lovely, I'll take them babies. Come here, where did you go? Come here. I've got those, but I only just stuck down the last piece on here. See how you can see that the rune of fire, the green section of it is going round like a clock face. So that's gradually going to work. So we'll give that some time, let it do that, and then I will then piece together the last spring that I need by where am I? Chest plate? Summer? Yeah, by putting all those together, we'll get the summer one, then we can do the chest plate. And we'll see that in action, and then hopefully we'll get the rest of it together and we'll have a full set of Terra Steel armor. We're nearly there. Okay, we're getting there. I thought I would mention that if you did want to speed this up, you could have more endo flames, you know, into another mana spreader going into this, or gathering mana in the pool. I did have another couple of these, but that I have given for the community at spawn now, so that's over there. So yeah, you can have more. That would obviously speed things up, but it does take a little while. I might craft another couple up and get that back up and running. But we're nearly there. But I did find a blacker Lotus in a loot bag. I thought I would have a little look while I was waiting for this to happen. But you see the level of the mana in the pool there. Just wait until you see what happens when I chuck this in. Shoots up by quite a lot. That's a considerable amount that's actually in there. Oh no, I didn't want to pick the back up. Put the living rock on there, give it a whack. Oh, we got... What did we... We got those two back? That's quite good. So I think it's the summer one we need. There's a crafting bench. So if we do this... Oh! Ooh, yeah, look at this! Oh man. Get rid of you. Obsidian armor, don't want you anymore. Look at that. Don't I look special? Oh man, that looks cool. That looks cool, and that gives us +3 armor toughness, +8 armor, and a bit of knockback resistance as well. 20% less mana cost and mana tools and rods, regen, even if hunger isn't topped off. Well, onwards and upwards. Plenty more of that to come. I'm gonna make myself a whole suit of this. Look at that, that's crazy looking. Right, I'm getting there, folks. While I'm gathering the rest of this crazy looking armor, I want to show you something else. I wanted a more reliable source of lava into my system, because the other day, or today in fact, I came on and all of my lava and my power had disappeared. I'm not sure why, just one of those things. So I wanted to have a steady supply, and I have an ender tank here. I'm going to quickly show you something that James, another Peercrafter on the server, and I got up to earlier today, and he helped me out. I had an idea of what I could do, and I got it from Exumavoid, but I think I explained it all. So I'll show you the clip and you can watch that, and I'll crack on with the rest of this. Oh no! Straight into a ghast. Not good. James is around here somewhere. Are you two? You're not in the nether anymore, are you, James? Oh, got spiders as well.
I'm coming.
That's alright, I'll just jump around. Yep, let's go down. Out the way of this. And as you can see, there's a little cobblestone structure down there. Let's get down. Come on. Into relative safety. Hey! And here, oh, rubber banded outside again. Here it is. Okay, so this I saw Exuma do on one of his videos, but not quite with the ender tank. He was just setting it up to shove some of it into one of these tanks so he could transport it. But I decided I wanted to set up an ender tank and just wirelessly transport that to my little temporary base for the moment. And with James's help we managed to figure it out. But if you do want to do this, basically you'll need to get yourself a magmatic generator, a fluid tank, an ender tank, a builder block, and then you'll need a storage filter with a bucket of lava in it and whitelist it. And then a shape card is where you set up the coordinates of the area that you want to swap it. Now there was a lot of faffing around that we did. You were just there a minute ago, James. Oh, there you are. Hello. And we had a lot of faffing around, so we didn't record that. And James kindly upgraded my iron tank with this gargantuan drum, and it holds quite a lot. 65.5 million. Is that buckets, James?
It ends up being 65,306 buckets of lava.
So endless amounts. But the area that we massed out was not that far from where this little island used to be. So I think we're going to try and attempt to, at least with James's help, because he has, as you can see, fire protection. We're going to increase this area to the whole of this, well, the majority of this lava lake. Oh, Dread's gone into the end, hasn't he? Naughty boy.
I've gone too, so I'm no better.
So we need to take out the shape card and redo this. So James, I suppose it's going to be your job to help me out because you're fire resistant. But if you shift and James will do this, you'll shift and click on the builder block as your initial point, and then you go out and decide where you want to do it. The second point, level with the lava.
Right here.
And then he's going to fly. And hopefully this doesn't break anything or we don't break the server, but he's going to fly all the way over into the distance. And go down. That will then essentially give it a grid, an area of all this lava. And that should keep it going forever and ever and ever. He's coming back. Now that he's got the coordinates, we're going to plop that back in. You alright?
I'm good, just having trouble making it in.
It's that door-shaped entrance that's throwing you off, isn't it?
Yeah, I have trouble walking through doors apparently. There we go, so we'll plop that in and that should start continuing to fill up. Or I broke it, one of the two.
So we need to maybe flick the lever again. Oh, yeah. Is it doing anything? Is it filling?
I don't think so.
Lever's up. Let's put it down. What that does.
Yep, going up.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that just there, the 348. 349. And that is recognized 120 chunks. So that's gonna keep going, and that I think it replaces it with dirt. And you don't have to supply the dirt. The builder block just does it all, and it sticks dirt down out in there and replaces it with and takes the lava and replaces it with the dirt. So there we go. So that's that all set up. But with this beautiful cobblestone hut, I think, James, you'll agree it's a magnificent piece of engineering.
Yep, better than anything I've built so far.
We need some finishing touches, and James suggested these doors, which look quite nice. Do you want to do the honours? The little pneumatic sound. So one that side, one this side. That's cool. Really nice. Just to keep the ghasts and the spiders out. Well, I wonder whether they're blast proof. It's a good question. Anyway, that's that set up, and we have a massive area. Oh, I hate it when those little zombie dudes come running at you. Thought he was coming after me then. Yeah, that's gonna last forever. Oh, he's trapped inside now.
Got a friend forever.
Yeah, you can stay in there. Thanks for your help, James.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. So we're pretty much there. This is the last piece that I need. Let's just sort that out. We need a block of living rock. Let's grab that. We've got our twig of destiny in our hands. So plonk that down and then bosh. That gives us the rune of winter. The rune of winter is used to do the boots. So we need some mana steel boots. Ah, terra steel ingots. Have we got any more terra steel in here? Yeah, we've got. Oh, we've got some. Put that back. Let's get a couple of those, and that should be enough for what I need. So let's go back here to the crafting bench, and then we want to look up the boots, and we need a couple of twigs. Oops, like so, and then the boots. Have we not got 3? Oh, we got. Ah, the other one was in the chest. There we go. Okay, so if we take off now, I'm probably going to keep my slime boots on, but for an effect. Look at this. Done. Completely covered. I have no idea how durable that will be. I'll probably stick the boots on if I'm going into some dangerous areas, like a dungeon at some point, but I'll leave them in there for the moment. This here, so let's do the pet bags. Pet bags. Now I want a cloud pet. I've not been able to fly yet, and doing a ring is potentially something I might have to do. But if I get a cloud pet, excuse me, job's a good one. A banana one. A throwable weapon. Auto retrieve. What? So I can throw it. Oh! And it makes a squishy sound as well. That's cool. Ah, and you can see it's gradually going down as it retrieves it. Glowstone dust. Well, I wonder how much damage that does. I'm not sure it's going to do any damage at all. So we've got banana. Cloud, 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 cloud. Fingers crossed. Oh, a grave pet. Interesting. I've not come across that at all, of course, because I don't have that many pets. So we type in pets here. These are the only pets that I've ever got. I'm not sure I'm going to use these. Oh, Squid Pet, he's working. Where's my Squiddy? Squid Pet, let's get him out. I need to show you what he does. We'll get his fish. This is cool. Hopefully the server's running smoothly, but this is one of the best additions pet-wise that I've seen in a while. Look how fast I'm moving through the water, and I don't have to worry about breathing. Nuts! Really cool. What I want you to do, guys, in the comments below, I want you to name this pet for me, because you can name your pets, and I want you to come up with some names for the Squid Pet. What do you think it should be called? Let me know. Stick it in the comments below, and we'll maybe come up with a little poll or something afterwards, or maybe I'll just pick the one I like the best if I don't come up with the best one myself. But I think I'm probably going to call that an end to this episode, folks. I think it's probably going on long enough. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. Don't forget to put in the comments below what you want to call my Squid Pet. And of course, if you want to see more, then please subscribe. And I will catch you in the next episode. I'll see you later.